Unit 4, Topic-Based Writing, June 5th. The Importance of Critical Thinking. Basic Sample. It's very important for students to learn the skill of critical thinking. This is the process of understanding, evaluating, and applying information in order to reach a conclusion. Students should learn how to think critically for several reasons. For one thing, it will help them with their studies. They will be able to write better essays and therefore get better grades. For another, it has many practical uses outside of school and college. Take this year's COVID-19 crisis, for example. A lot of fake news stories about this disease have been spread around, causing people to make poor decisions. Some wasted money, panic buying supplies. Others didn't act in safe or sensible ways because of what they heard. Critical thinking demands that we understand all the facts before we act and helps us recognize the right course of action. This is just one reason why everyone needs to master this particular skill. Advanced Sample. An old saying by the teacher Confucius goes, "Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is peerless." This proverb perfectly sums up the importance of critical thinking and how it can affect us. Some parents and schools don't consider critical thinking in the way they raise and educate children. They expect blind obedience or simply teach students to parrot facts and figures. However, uncritical children grow into uncritical adults, and the consequences of this can be worse than we think. Societies that don't value critical thinking tend to cling to tradition, and they continue doing things just because that's how it's always been done, without thinking of the possible harmful consequences. For example, people might vote against their own interests in elections because they don't question what politicians are saying. They might also spread false information very quickly. Stopping to think critically about issues can prevent these kinds of things from happening. Critical thinking also helps us come up with new ideas and change the world for the better. It's important to learn from our elders and respect them, but it's just as essential to be able to think for ourselves and observe the world with a critical eye.